Hey guys, welcome to my legal classes. I'm your teacher Ganesh Pujari and today I am going to cover one of the easiest topic from Indian law concepts, that is trust under the Indian Trust Act 1882. Every time you must be thinking that this guy says everything is easy. Yes, for me everything is easy because I try see things through pictures. Now, what is trust? I am helping you guys the meaning of trust, parties of trust and essentials of trust. And before getting into all these things, I am going to show you some pictures to you guys so that you are also starting feeling that yeah, trust is an easy topic. I'm not wasting your time. Let's get into business. The first slide, all pictures. Let's try understand what is trust. See the picture, there is a guy named by number 1. This guy is a very rich guy. He has hell lot of property, and one fine day when he gets up from the bed, he thinks I have to do something good. So he thinks and decides that there is a big mango plot of mine and I'll give it like for the purpose of charity. Now I don't have time to manage all this, so what I'll do is this number 2, which is of my mango property, I will give it to number 3 as a trustee. This guy has to manage this property and then ensure that number 5, that is orphan children, should be benefited. Now what is number 4? The way number 1 transfers the property to number 3 is number 4. That is a documentation part. Now I think a lot of numbers, don't get confused. Let's see the parties. The number 1 is author or the owner or the donor of the property. He is the owner of the property and he want to donate the property for something good. Okay, he is the author, or you can call him as donor or the writer also. Now number 2 is the property that author want to transfer, which is called trust property. Okay, number 3 is the guy on whom number 1 trusts. Okay, so the number 3 is called trustee. Okay, he is the one who is going to manage number 2, that is trust property, and to ensure that number 5 are being benefited. Now what is number 4? Instrument of trust. How the property is transferred is mentioned in number 4, and also the objective of such transfers. And number 5 are the beneficiaries. Now number 1 is actually helping number 5, but in a way he is bringing 3 other concepts, that is his property, which is called trust property, and the guy who is going to manage this property is called trust, and then he is transferring by way of instrument of trust. I hope number 1, by giving his property, which is number 2 to number 3, who is trustee, through a document which is called instrument of trust, and to the benefit of number 5, ये बच्चे लोग हैं जो भी है orphans, उनके benefit के लिए दे रहे हैं, ये है beneficiary. So this is trust. एक बंदा समाज का अच्छे के लिए उनका प्रॉपर्टी एक ट्रस्टी को ट्रांसफर करके बेनिफिट देता ना, उसको बोलते हैं हम ट्रस्ट. I hope you have understood the scenario. Now let's try understand the meaning of trust. I hope by now you know the meaning of trust, but I'll just read through the section 3 of the Indian Trust Act, an obligation annexed to the ownership of property and arising out of a confidence reposed in and acceptance by the owner for the benefit of another or for another and owner. This is the definition given in section 3. I hope by now you know the meaning of the trust, because I have explained with the pictures in the first slide itself. Now this transfer can be with two different purposes. One, on his personal or family welfare purpose, which is called private trust. Author can write his property to trustee for his personal or his family benefit, which is called private trust, or he can transfer to the benefit of general public, which is called public trust. Now in the first case, in our picture, it was public trust because he is transferring the property for the benefit of orphan children. I hope the meaning and two different types of trust are very clear by now. Let's try to understand the different parties under trust. The first one is the author. The person who reposes or declares the confidence is called the author of the trust. This is available in section 3. All these author, trustee and beneficiary I am taking from section 3. What is the meaning of author? The person who reposes or declares the confidence is called the author of the trust. He can also be referred as donor, settler or creator. You can call him in different names: author, donor, settler, creator, whatsoever name is the author. Now the trustee, who is a trustee? The person who accepts the confidence is called the trustee. The one who is accepting the confidence is called trustee. And who is the beneficiary? The person for whose benefit the confidence is accepted is called the beneficiary. Now there are two different chances. One, author can be the trustee also. He can write the trustee in name of his own name and he can manage the trust. That is a combination of author being trustee. That is one combination possible. And the other combination is author can be a beneficiary also. He is writing the trust in the name of other, but the final benefit is coming to him or his family. That combination is also possible. Hope that's very clear. There is no confusion here. This is one of the easiest concepts actually. Now let's see the essentials of valid trust. All these 7 essentials are available in section 3 again. Now 1, 2 and 3 we have already seen. Who is author, who is trustee and who is beneficiary. And number 4 the trust property or trust money we have seen in slide number 1. In that case the mango plot was the trust property. It can be trust property or trust money or movable property or any other immovable property also under Trust Act. So it can be movable as well as immovable. And the 5th one is beneficial interest or interest. Now, the beneficiary right against the trustee as owner of the trust property is called beneficial of interest. Now, the trustee cannot use the property in whatever way he wants because the author has written the trust in favor of trustee, believing that he is using the income coming out from these mango trees will be utilized for the benefit of orphan children. Now these orphan children are beneficiaries and they have the right against the trustee because it was mentioned in the trust that this money should be utilized for the benefit of these kids or children or orphans. So that is the beneficial interest or interest. The 6th one is instrument of trust. The instrument, if any, by which trust is declared is called instrument of trust. It is not a must that there should be an instrument. Sometimes it can be oral also. And the last one is breach of trust. Now number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 should be there. There should be an author, there should be a trustee, there should be a beneficiary, there should be a trust property, there should be a beneficial interest and there should be an instrument of trust. But the number 7, that there should not be breach of trust. A breach of any duty imposed on a trustee as such by any law for the time being in force is not okay under Trust Act. So what are the essentials of valid trust? Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, please add should be, and number 7 add there shouldn't be breach of trust. So there should be author, there should be trustee, there should be beneficiary, there should be trust property, there should be beneficial interest or interest, and there should be instrument of trust, and there should not be breach of trust. This is all about trust, and I hope now you are feeling that yes, this is easy. If you have felt that, thank you so much for feeling that. Keep watching my channel, subscribe my channel. Please share, comment and like my videos. Thank you so much for supporting me. All the very best for your exams. And with that, I am concluding. Thank you and all the very best.